I got diagnosed on November the 13th. I had a little sinus congestion, nothing significant. It was probably about 3 or 4 days later, I started running a fever, about 103. I tried to get from my couch to the stairs, and I couldn't breathe at all. I sat down on the floor, and I called 911.
911, what's your emergency?
I just woke up on the bathroom floor, so I'm pretty sure I passed out.
So you're having trouble speaking between breaths?
Yeah.
The staff had met at the ambulance bay. They had lab come in right away. They took me straight to CT scan and x-ray. This all happened so quickly, but my oxygen level was pretty low when I arrived.
Karrie also had an immune condition, so she was immune compromised. So that made the case a little bit challenging. We were worried how would her body react, given that she had no immune system, essentially.
Dr. Tanasi called the room and told me that he had reviewed the x-rays and the CT scan. And then he told me at that time that I needed to get a power of attorney. We needed to talk about my wishes, what I wanted.
It was definitely very scary seeing a coworker on the receiving end of this. She's young and healthy but declining. When patients came to the second floor, critical care, they didn't always leave the second floor.
It was scary. I'm independent. I've worked my whole life. I raised my kids by myself. At that time, I was very helpless, totally dependent, and petrified.
The case managers have a little cubby where they work on each floor, and she had a little poster board with pictures of her family and her kids. So I picked it up and I took it into the room for her, and her face just lit up when she saw the pictures. And she was really happy to have that on her table there at the bedside. It was hard for her to get any rest because other people would come and tap on the window and they'd wave to her and tell her that they loved her and were thinking about her.
UC Health slogan is "In Science Lives Hope." And that's because we truly, as an institution, believe in this. It's the science that brought all the scientists and the doctors together. It's the science that brought this discovery of vaccines in a record time against a brand new virus. I mean, this story of pandemic is a classic example of that in science lives hope.
As soon as I was sick, the only place that I would have ever went was my hospital, UC Health. I trust the physicians, I trust the management, and I trust the staff. I definitely tell my family that I don't want them to go anywhere else after this experience.